Can stop the violence ever be emphasized enough? I wonder if paramedics are as desensitized as us, reporting to a sequence on repeat, penetrating trauma, CPR, DNA, bleeding on the streets, these antisocial housing estates, home to sublime minds aligned with Einsteins entwined in crime, dodging the grim repercussions found in the fate of just living here. This place is a maze in which the poorest, survivors labeled criminals seeking an exit are the media attractions tourists don't capture on snapping cameras. Are we products of this environment or the manufacturers? I bought my nephew a toy gun. Watching his trigger-happy fingers, I figured my trace of purchase is right in his future. This innocent toy could be socialization for the life of a shooter. Who can tell us where the minds of the youth are? Youth service budgets cut away options. Street corners morph into youth clubs open way past 11. 13-year-olds adopt them, charging at karma with something sharper with a darker weapon. PlayStation buttons are a postcode. They'll hold down one or the other. Few things can match the adrenaline rush of Armageddon. I wish community service included a mentoring scheme where ex-street affiliates were vetted, then trained to mentor teens, mentoring teens around the consequences of road, putting foresight in their eyes. It's easy to criticize a choice without knowing what they had to choose from, without walking these roads with the same shoes on, trainers, tracksuits. I'd say complexion. It's the same for working class whites, Asian and the bane of the black youths, mentally chained to the flats, raised with rage to react. Stop the violence seems a callous dream when the roadman persona is marketed for max attraction, when 3/4 of knife carriers do so for protection. We need every stakeholder in tune though, to step in communities with a targeted plan of action, addressing the neighborhood psychologically, dealing with decades of trauma, seeing how the underworld can invest, whether or not it's the right monopoly, mobilizing our skills, intellect, people power for borderline autonomy, addressing entrepreneurs in the 5 to 9. You don't promote a 9 to 5, the only way you hire are keys. Youngers got that type of drive to climb the hierarchy, from seeing the value of a white Ferrari, pay for ice and car keys, every night's a party. So much so they'll be out, ready to fight the army for you. The fact you hold their fate is fortunate. Groom them to transition from positions in estate corners to corporate, incorporating the core of street smart. If we start with each scarred face, the souvenir that comes with walking the path of Scarface, it's safe to say we know the outcome. Seeing the films can quote the albums. My boy said he wants out the ends. I told him, you are London. He can't connect to coffee distilled in glossy big buildings. I said, you live in the world's financial center, surrounded by networks of experts in science, finance, art and tech. 30 minutes away, international students come and take half the checks. When our creativity is limited to building blocks, the community feels like Jenga. We need to let our entrepreneurial paths connect to parallel London for earning money. The city of London's total value is unknown. We're living in a city worth a country from social capital alone. There's no one solution. Whether it's an action or a conversation, everybody has a contribution to make towards a stable, safer London. What are you bringing to the table for change to function?